Hello students, welcome to science class and my name is Miss SAKSHI Kannoujia and today we are going to study chapter 11, that is force and pressure. As you all know that a moving object on the ground, let us take an example of a ball. That ball which is rolling on the ground, it's slower at its speed and sometimes it's faster at its speed and it's changed the direction of a motion. Have you ever wondered why the ball on a rolling ground, why the ball which is rolled on the ground is changed the speed or it's changed the direction of a motion? Have you ever wondered? Let us take some of our everyday example of our daily life. How does a goalkeeper stop a ball? How does the ball which roll on the ground, it's changed the direction of its motion or it's slower its speed? How does a hockey player change the direction of a ball by flick of one stick? How does a fielder stop a ball when it is hit by a batsman? In all these situations, either the ball is slower at speed or is faster at speed or is changed the direction of a motion. So, like some of our action like pushing, pulling, kicking, lifting, shutting, etc. Okay? All these situations describe certain kind of task in which force is applied over here. What? Pushing, pulling, kicking, lifting, shutting, throwing, opening. Okay? In all these situations, certain kind of force is applied over here. Okay? So what did force do? Okay? Next thing is, what did force do? Force make an object move. Second, first one, force make an object move. Force make an change the speed of an object force can make an change in direction of its motion. So, first one, what did force do? Force make an object move. Force make an change the speed of an object. Force can make the change in direction of its motion. Okay? What if in question paper it's asked that what did force do? You have to answer force make an object move. Okay? Force make an change the speed of an object. In speed you can say sometimes force make increase the speed of an object, sometimes the force decrease the speed of an object. Okay? Force can make a change in direction of its motion. Okay? Force can make change in the direction of its motion. Okay? And there is one more point. You can take the screenshot of this. Okay? This is 3 points. There is one more point. Take the screenshot. And one more point. Force can change the shape of an object. Force can make change shape of an object. Then what is the first point? Force can make an object move. Force can change the speed of an object. Force can change the direction of an object. And the fourth one, force can change shape of an object. Okay? It's simple. You don't have to learn in a paragraph. Just learn in a bullet form. It is easy. So what did force do? Force can make an object move. Force can change the speed of an object. Force can change the direction of an object. And the fourth one, force can make a change of the shape of an object. Okay? Take the screenshot. Now, I will give you a certain example of our daily life and I will explain that what kind of action is applied over there. Okay? Number 1. Moving a book. Okay? Moving a book. Now suppose this is a book, okay? And my hand, this is a surface. This is a book and this is a surface. Now I move this book like this. See. Now suppose this is a book and my hand, this is a surface. Move this book this way. Forward, backward. What kind of force, what kind of action is applied over here? When I move this book forward, what kind of action is applied over there? You are pushing this book, okay? You are pushing this book in a forward direction. Now when you push this book backward, what kind of actions applied over there? You are pulling this book. Pushing, pulling. Pushing, pulling. Okay? Pushing, pulling. Now you understand? Now let us take another example. Opening and closing of a door. Okay? Another example, opening and closing of a door. So in the first case, when you push the door, you open the door. Okay? When you push the door, you open the door. When you close the door, like this way, like this. When you push the door, you open the door. When you pull the door, you close the door. Just think what you do at home or in your classroom. When you push the door, you open the door. When you pull the door, you close the door. Okay? Now let's take another example. Opening a drawer. You understand what is drawer? Drawer टेबल में बना रहता है जिसमें आप कुछ सामान रख सकते हो. School, you have seen in your offices and you're in your classroom, or everybody is having at their home opening a drawer. What kind of action is applied over there? Opening a drawer, you pull that object, na? You pull that drawer. What kind of action is applied over there? Pulling. Okay? Okay? Now, let's take another example. Moving a loaded cart. You understand what is cart? जिसमें कुछ भी सामान भर के उसको इधर से उधर खींचा जाता है. तो मूविंग अ लोडेड कार्ट, तो इसमें कौन सा ऑब्जेक्ट अप्लाइड होता है? पुलिंग. इसको आप पुश तो करोगे नहीं सामान भर के. ओके, तो when you drag that cart, what kind of action is applied over there? Just take an example. This is a cart and I have put some of the stuff over inside this. Okay, and इसमें एक रोप बंधा हुआ है जिसको मैं खींचूंगी इस तरह. Okay, this is cart and I just pulling. What I am doing? I am pulling this cart. What I am doing? I am pulling this loaded cart. So, what kind of action is applied over there? Pulling. So, in the same way, there are several other actions in our daily life which you observe all around you, in which some kind of action is applied over there. Pulling, pushing, kicking, lifting, hitting. One more example you can take, when a ball hits by a batsman. What did batsman do? Batsman kick. Batsman hit the ball. Batsman hit the ball. And a footballer kicked the ball. Okay? So, there are, in the same way, you can observe, you can think of your daily life examples are there. You can just think what kind of action is applied over here. Okay? And you will easily understand that what kind of action is applied in different type of this daily examples. Okay? So, in a simpler way, you can say, what is force? Force is a push or a pull of an object in the simpler way. What is force? Force is a push or pull Force is a push or pull of an object. So, what do you understand by force? What do you understand by force? Force is a push or a pull of an object. Interaction. Force are due to interaction. Force are due to interaction. As, take an example, a car is in a stationary position, okay? And you are standing behind the car. Does the car move? No. Now apply some force on the car in the same direction, in which the force is applied. Like car is this and you are standing behind. Now apply some force in the same direction in which force is applied, okay? Like this way. Does this car move? Yes, it's possible that the car move. Okay. Now, apply the force in the opposite direction. Car is in this direction and you applied in the opposite direction. Is the car move? No. Once again, car is standing in a stationary position and you are standing behind. You apply, this is car and this is you. Car is in a stationary position and you are standing behind the car. Does the car move? No. But when you apply the force in the same direction, is it possible that this car will move? Okay. Now, you can take another example. There are two girls. Okay. There are two girls and they are holding their hand this way. Okay. They are applying the force in the same direction. They are pushing each other. Okay. Is anybody move? Is it possible that anybody move? Because they are applying the force in the same direction. No. And you can take, this is the first example. Pushing girl. Pushing girl. This way, in this direction. Does the both girl move? Like you can take the example in your classroom. Okay, two girls. They apply the force in this way. Is possible that girls move? No. Now take the second example. Pulling girls. Two girls pulling this way. In the first example, they are applying the force this way. And in the second example, they are applying the force this way. They are pushing. Yes, is it possible that any one of them will move? The one who have the higher force, who have the stronger force. Not higher, one of them the stronger force. The pulling girl. Pulling girl. And the third example, between man and a cow. Between man and a cow. Between man and a cow. As example, one of the examples is given in the book. Between man and a cow. Cow इधर से खींच रहा है, man इधर से खींच रहा है. ओके, दोनों एक दूसरे को खींच रहे हैं. तो जिसके में स्ट्रॉन्गर फोर्स होगी वो तो हिलेगा ही ना अपनी जगह से. ओके, दे विल चेंज द डायरेक्शन, दे विल चेंज द, दे आर अप्लाइंग सम फोर्स टू वन अनदर. तो जिसका स्ट्रॉन्गर फोर्स होगा वो मूव करेगा ही करेगा. ओके, सो इन द फर्स्ट सिचुएशन द गर्ल्स आर पुशिंग ईच अदर. In the second situation, the two girls are pulling each other. And in the third situation, between man and a cow, they are also pulling each other. So, by this thing, we can say that we need at least two objects to interact for a force to come into play. Okay? What? We need the interaction of at least two objects, at least two objects must interact to come into play. We need at least two objects to interact to come into play. जब दो ऑब्जेक्ट होंगे ही नहीं तो फोर्स कैसे और किस पे अप्लाई होगा? ओके, So at least minimum we need two objects to interact to come into play. And this interaction of two objects is result the force between them. Okay? Just take the screenshot of this. Second point, the interaction of two objects result the force applied between them. So the first point, we need at least two objects to interact to come into play. Okay? And the second one, the interaction of two objects result the force applied between them. So जब तक दो ऑब्जेक्ट होंगे नहीं हमारे पास तो हम उसमें कैसे और किस पे फोर्स लगाएंगे. ओके, अंडरस्टैंड स्टूडेंट्स? सो जस्ट ओनली this one for today. Just take the screenshot, and your homework is you have to describe some of a situation of your daily life. Okay, just at least 4 to 5. Okay, at least 4 to 5 you have to describe a situation, and you have to tell me about what kind of action is applied over there. Okay, like shutting and opening a door, moving a book. Okay, in this way you have to give 4 to 5 another example of your daily life, and you have to tell me that what kind of action is applied over there. I will write it on the board. Question: describe, not describe, write the situation of your daily life, and write what kind of action is applied on them. Applied on me. You have to tell me the everyday situation which occurred all around, which you see in your daily life, and you have to describe, you have to tell me the action which applied on them, like pulling, pushing, kicking, lifting. Okay? So students, only this thing for today. Thank you class. We'll meet you tomorrow.